Greetings, Amazon women from the moon. This is a video directed specifically towards one creator, but hey, you can all watch. It's fun. It's YouTube. I was just reading some comments by David Finch, the artist and writer who is now going to be taking over Wonder Woman with his wife Meredith Finch, and she'll be doing primarily the writing and he'll be doing the art, and I assume the two of them will be collaborating on the storylines that they'll be doing together. And I don't want to talk about so much about what they're planning to do with the stories and their arcs and blah blah blah. I'm talking about specifically Finch's philosophy and how he's going to be handling the character. And some comments he made during an interview, I believe this was with Comic Book Resources, have stirred up a little bit of controversy. And let me read them to you first, and then I'll get going. By the way, Mr. Finch, if you're watching this, I do like your work a lot. I think you're extraordinarily talented. I wish you luck with this book and whatever book you do, and that also goes to you, Miss Finch. Good luck with this title. This is not going to be any kind of angry rant or anything like that. I'm not a deputized member of the PC police. I'm not planning on calling you sexist or misogynist. If anything, from what I know of you, I don't believe that to be true in the case at all. This is going to be a friendly video. I'll be doing a little troubleshooting, let's just say that, of a particular thing you said. Now, let's actually get right to that. Alright, and this is a little snippet I found from the Comic Book Resources interview. Really, from where I came from, we've talked about this a lot. We want to make sure that it's a book that treats her as a human being first and foremost, but is also respectful to the fact that she represents something more. We want her to be strong. I don't want to say feminist, but a strong character. Beautiful, but strong. Yeah, that kind of like hit a lot of people the wrong way. And David Finch noticed that, and he tweeted not long after this. I wasn't saying Wonder Woman is not for being equal, therefore a feminist. I just want her to be a human being, fallible and real. Now, it's this word, feminist, and the immortal words of Mandy Patinkin from Princess Bride. I don't think that word means what you think it means. And I'm going to say this right off, and I'm going to just put it out there. Wonder Woman is a feminist character. She is not only a feminist character, she is the feminist character. William Marston purposely designed this character back in the 40s to stand up next to Superman and Batman, to be a character who is not only a role model for little girls to get them to believe and understand that they can do anything they want and stand up for themselves, but also to put a message out there to boys that girls can stand up and be whatever they want. She was chosen by Gloria Steinem specifically to be on the cover of Miss Magazine #1. I can't think of anything more feminist than that. Calling her not a feminist, saying she is not a feminist, is akin to saying Captain America is not patriotic. Those are what those characters stand for, and to try to get away from that is a huge mistake. Now, I want to address this specifically. I think this has a lot to do with the fact that the word has been demonized terribly over the last generation. Those who are against women, the enemies of feminism, have been very successful at painting with a very broad stroke all feminists, anybody who might believe in that, to be of the type of women with a Y, man-hating, humorless crones that, yeah, we occasionally hear about, but really, they don't have a huge voice within their movement. Because, let's face it, every group, whether it be a political group, religious, a fandom, there's always that group that thinks they're more of that thing than you are, and they will of course raise the bar higher than is humanly possible just to prove that they're the best. And unfortunately, it is a typical human trait, and feminism obviously is no stranger to that and isn't immune to this problem. I will notice that, yeah, it's kind of interesting that people who trash it and, try to convince everyone that they're the same, just ignore that. Now, I know you're sitting there thinking, I can't be a feminist, that seems too extreme. Well, I have prepared a quiz. And, let's see, it's written here somewhere. Oh. Ah. Sorry. I have carefully prepared and worked on a quiz for at least the entire afternoon. And this might help you sort out your feelings about that word and the philosophy of feminism. And not only for you, David Finch, but anybody watching this. Either man or woman does not matter. And hopefully this can get us through this. Now, the quiz is simply, are you or are you not a feminist? Now, you ready? I'll give you a second to get a pen. Ready? All right. Question 1. Do you believe a woman has the right to choose the life she wishes to lead? All right. Let's tally up the score. If you said yes to answer 1, then you are a feminist. Now, I know what you're thinking. Manos, I have a penis and stuff. I actually was just watching porn before I clicked on this video. How can I be a feminist? I'm afraid that's all it is. You have to have a belief that women can choose the life they want to lead and have the freedom to do so. And it can be any life, and that's the thing. You can be either the president, you can be a homemaker, you can have children, not have children, be a prostitute, an astronaut, cure cancer, be a comic book writer, a surfer. I don't care. Live your life. This is the main goal of feminism. Anybody who believes and supports or stands with them, whether they be man or woman or whatever. And to jump away from that word, to take Wonder Woman and try and run away from that word, of that philosophy, is a big mistake. And if you try to, it will come across in your work and will sabotage what you're trying so hard to do. And I do believe that you are trying to stand up for the character. Don't be afraid of the word, and we'll all be happier. As a person who has loved the character, been a fan of the character for all those years, I just want you to be true to the character without being afraid. And that's one of the things I've seen writers with the character trip themselves up. They're so afraid of being right or wrong. They're terrified of this word. They're terrified of making people angry, either women or men. Just believe in that and you'll be straight. Now, if you excuse me, I got some comic book reading to do. Push the button, Lindsay.